Markel was a Round Lake Beach woman, now charged with the murder of her 8-year-old son, allowed to work with children with special needs, despite years of hotline calls to DCFS about her own kids.
CBS News Chicago investigator Megan DeMar has been on this story from the beginning, joins us now, and that's just one of several troubling questions you continue to pursue here.
Right, Joe and Erica. Markel Pierce's mother and boyfriend were charged in the 8-year-old's murder in February. Police said he showed signs of long-term abuse and malnourishment. And now a disturbing timeline is coming into focus. DCFS had been receiving complaints about the family for years, dating back to September of 2022. Markel Pierce's mother, Dominique Servant, was the subject of 4 separate DCFS investigations and 4 child welfare service referrals between September 9, 2022 and August 26, 2025. The complaints ranged from whooping her children and forcing Markel to hold a weight over his head as a form of punishment, to Markel eating food out of the garbage, to Markel's concerning absences from school. Mandated reporters told us they were glad DCFS was involved.
There was already an open case, so we just assume that it's going to follow the correct course of action.
But in every case, DCFS offered services to the family, but those were voluntary, and Servant declined them. And the final DCFS hotline call resulted in a referral to the Waukegan Child Welfare Agency CAM Alliance. DCFS's timeline shows that after a month of trying unsuccessfully to make contact with Servant, the social worker closed the case. A DCFS spokesperson responded today telling us that families are not required by law to answer or agree to a services referral. DCFS expects its child welfare service contractors to make good faith attempts to offer those voluntary services. So far, that contractor has not responded to our request for comment. Another glaring question we're asking, how was Markel's mother able to work with students with special needs at the Special Education District of Lake County during this period of constant abuse allegations and investigations? Personnel records we obtained show she was hired to work with students at Fairhaven School in Mundelein in October of 2023. That was after DCFS found credible evidence that Servant injured her children as a form of discipline. That finding would have come up in a check of the state's central registered child abuse and neglect tracking system, but we learned school districts aren't required to check it.
The public, through your efforts, are seeing the results of a director that wants to help the system.
State Senator Seth Lewis pledged to meet with DCFS Director Heidi Mueller after we raised concerns about transparency in this case.
It was emotional to her and her team because they know that the safety net did fail, unfortunately. They're trying to improve. And I took away a sense of obligation and a sense of commitment to improving so that we do not have to face this situation again.
And Senator Lewis told me that if DCFS believes it needs more oversight into cases like Markel's, he's happy to further any legislation to make that possible. Now, we did ask the school district if they checked that child abuse and neglect tracking system when they hired Markel's mother, but so far, Joe and Erica, we have not gotten a response.
So heartbreaking for this child. Thank you, Megan.